Hi. One of the hardest truths that we need to hear as handmade business owners is that $5 products typically bring in $5 customers. And before you get upset, I want to explain what I'm talking about here. This video is not about shaming people who are buying affordable products. This is about understanding business models. What I see so many times is insanely talented creators completely exhausted trying to sell cheap products to difficult customers while massively undervaluing the skills that they already have. I want to talk about cheap products, cheap customers, why some products are impossible to scale, and how some small upgrades can completely change your business. Sometimes the difference between the $5 product and the $25 product is only a few good decisions apart. Hi everyone, I'm Jolene. I'm from Stitchery Decor, and this is one of those conversations I think every crafter eventually needs to have with themselves, especially if you are constantly overwhelmed, barely making profit, dealing with difficult, constant complaints from your customers, struggling to scale your business, or wondering why your business feels exhausting. Most people, the problem starts with the actual business model, not your talent, not your effort, or the actual structure of what you are selling. I want to say this next part carefully. There is a place for lower price products. If they are repeatable, if they are easy to remake, if they are fast to produce, if they are easy to ship, and if it can grow into a large catalog. For example, some great $5 products are stickers, digital downloads, greeting cards, or printable art. Those kind of products work really well because they scale differently. You can sell them repeatedly without recreating them from scratch every single time, and that's really important. But where I see crafters struggle is when they combine low prices, high labor, custom work, emotional exhaustion, and difficult customers' expectations. That combination becomes dangerous very quickly. Okay, let's be clear. We've all experienced this. Cheap customers are the hardest customers to please. The cheaper the product, the more complaints come with it. And again, I'm not trying to sound rude here. I'm talking about patterns that I've seen at constant markets that I've been at over the years. And what happens with $5 customers is they have really high expectations. They have very little understanding of how the handmade process actually works. They have very little tolerance for imperfections, and they sometimes have no long-term loyalty to you. Meanwhile, somebody spending more money on a quality product is buying craftsmanship, they're buying quality, they're buying the design, they're buying it for an experience, and they're buying it for uniqueness. High value customers often respect your work a lot more, and honestly, this can change your entire business experience, and it's made a huge difference for my products personally. Stop undervaluing your skills. This is the part I really want makers to hear. A lot of creators already have the skills to create a more premium product. They just stop too early. So I want to use crochet as an example. Someone learns basic crochet. Immediately after they learn how to crochet, they start making cheap dishcloths, basic towel toppers, and low-end items. And there's nothing wrong with learning. Everybody has to start off learning. Meanwhile, you've already learned the foundational skills you need to level up. You just need better materials, better design, better presentation, better patterns, and maybe 2 to 10 additional techniques. And I'm going to explain this in a product that I actually made for myself. About 13 years ago, I made my husband this card. Let's use it as an example. It is a total piece of crap. Really, this looks like a 6-year-old made this card, which is great if you're 6 years old. However, I was not 6 years old, but this is where I started my crafting journey with items like this. Now, my card collections look like this. These are my own original design cards, which you can actually purchase from me. They will be on my website one day. Right now, they're in the Mandela SVG shop on Etsy. I need to get them on my own website. I know, I'm busy. But would you rather purchase this card with this really nice design on it, with the plastic sleeve, with the logo on the back, with the QR code for how to find me, with the price amount, everything? Or would you rather buy a card like this that is clearly, got a gorgeous envelope in the back? Its presentation is just on point. Or would you rather spend your money on something like this, which to be clear, I only made as gifts. I didn't sell these. I knew enough not to sell that. But that's basically where I started from. So I want you to, when I'm giving advice to people, I don't want you to think like, oh, she thinks she's all that. No, I started there too. Okay, let's use the tea towel example. We have all seen that dollar store tea towel with the basic crochet topper, with that little, strip of fabric with the button on top that loops over so you can button your towel onto your oven. We've all seen it. There's nothing wrong with that product. But what if instead you bought a beautiful towel with better texture, better colors, updated patterns, and then you bought better quality yarn and you went onto Etsy and you found a different design and made a prettier crochet design for that topper? Now, when you do it the way I suggest, your product looks elevated. The product photographs better. The product feels more boutique and it feels more giftable. You've maybe increased the cost of your product. Let's start with how much it costs to produce your product. So if you were, first it was costing $5 to produce your product and you were selling your product and sale for $10. If you increased your supplies to $10, you could actually sell that finished product for $25. That's a huge difference in your pocketbook. What happens too is better products attract better customers. Premium products attract different buyers, and different buyers can change your business. When they look at your products, they can tell you are more refined, you feel more intentional, you can have stronger branding, you're using better materials, you have better photography, and people perceive more value. So yes, these are all steps, but if you can take a photograph of a product and put it onto your website, you can also take 10 more steps, watch some YouTube tutorials, learn how to take a really good product photo and put that on there with your upgraded product, and bing, bang, boom, you're making bank. So you've got to think about it as you're not just selling yarn or fabric put together, or you're not just selling clay or ceramics, or you're not just selling vinyl if you're making purses out of vinyl or something. You're selling the aesthetic, you're selling the identity, you're selling the emotion, you're making a giftable product, you're selling a lifestyle, and you're selling your craftsmanship. So that's where your branding is going to matter so much. Another thing I see crafters do, and I mean, we're all guilty of it, but we try to race to the bottom. We see somebody doing something similar to what we're doing and their pricing is better, so we lower our pricing. That is always going to happen. And instead of playing that game, try to make a better product than what they're making and charge more money for it, and you're going to win in the long run. So there's always going to be, cheaper imports, mass production to compete with, discount marketplaces to compete with, factories making things, AI generated products, print on demand overload with AI generated images all over print on demand products. But what you can do to win is not going to be being the cheapest. You can win by being recognizable with a high quality, well branded, specialized, memorable product. And that's where your handmade business is going to rocket launch forward. So small improvements to your business can make a huge shift for you. Better packaging, better labels, better product photography, better materials, a strong color palette, cohesive branding, and more modern patterns. Tiny improvements compound over time, and then suddenly the exact same skill that you were using can dramatically make a different product. You already knew how to crochet. Just learn a few more stitches, buy some better yarn, buy a better towel. So the deeper message of this video is I want crafters to start thinking more like business owners, not just makers, because business owners are going to think about margins, systems, branding, customer quality, scalability, and positioning. If your business constantly looks cheap, random, rushed, or inconsistent, customers can feel that energy. Totally. They feel it 100%. So when customers feel like your product has been produced intentionally and is an elevated product, they respond completely differently to what you're trying to sell them. I want you to think here at the end of this video about making a premium product instead of just making a product. You already have the basic skills. You already have the creativity. You have the work ethic. God knows all of us makers have the work ethic for it. So you just need to learn about, getting to the next level by improving your materials, improving your presentation, and improving your design choices. That's where your transformation is going to start happening. I highly recommend taking some time and just looking back at every single product that you've done and look at it, with a non-emotional eye and say, how could I make this the best? Go on to Etsy, find the best, and repeat what they're doing into your own product. If you want to start a YouTube channel, make sure you grab my book, which is From Zero to YouTuber. I have a copy here. I'll grab it. From Zero to YouTuber, which is available on Amazon in every country. This is my book title, and it's by Jolene Airy. I know there's a few people that are stealing my book title, but anyway, that's my book. It's going to teach you how to start, grow, and scale your own YouTube channel. And I always recommend starting your craft business on Shopify. I'll put a link right here, and it'll also be in the video description and first comment. I'm an affiliate for it, but Shopify connects to every other platform that you need as a maker, which is why I always recommend starting on Shopify to build your craft business. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.